Welcome everyone to Worldwide Wrestling. I am your host for the evening, Dewey Danielson, and we are live from Albuquerque, New Mexico in the pit at Dream Style Arena for Thursday Night Takedown. Welcome to the war zone. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, getting things started with the World Heavyweight Champion, Chris Harris. Ladies and gentlemen, we know he has had some frustrations lately dealing with one Mr. James Black. You know, last 2 weeks ago on Takedown, World Heavyweight Champion Chris Harris called out James Black to come to the ring and face him like a man, like the champion he claims to be. And of course, we see nothing from James Black. And here is your World Heavyweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen, the Black Spade, on his own this evening without the House of Spades, Cruella and Remy, who will be in action a little bit later tonight. We are opening the show here in the pit, ladies and gentlemen. What does your world champion have to say? And I can only imagine this is once again going to be addressed that James Black, we would just have to see. We know there's all kinds of superstars nipping at the heels of Chris Harris, and we have yet to determine who is going to be the contender next up for the title.
Do you want to know what bothers me the most, 3W Universe? What bothers me the most is the fact that James Black cannot come out here and face me face to face. Face to face with somebody who everybody, and I mean this, everybody feels is less superior to this sick, psychotic son of a bitch that is going after my daughter because he wants my title, which he claims is his. But he cannot come out here and he cannot confront me face to face. Well, that pisses me off. And that pisses me off to the max, as to where I want any single one of you in the back to come out here right now and face me face to face. So whoever has the balls, so ref, get out here. It doesn't matter who it is. It can go ahead and be James Black, which I know it won't be, or it can be A-list Austin Eric, who has been talking non-stop about me. So that lets me know that he wants a piece of somebody who is not in the right state of mind right now, but somebody who has a light that's shining down on him, on the 3W Universe, because each and every single one of you back me, and I feel it. So any single one of you in the back, step up to the plate and come on out here, because I'm here to make a point that James, you're playing mind games with somebody you shouldn't play with. Bet.
Oh boy. Well, there you have. Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait a second. This probably isn't the man that Chris Harris had in mind to come out and call his open challenge tonight. But nonetheless, we are going to get him the man from Mexico, Mondo the Dragon. Now, there you had it, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Harris obviously frustrated about getting no return answer from James Black, and he's got his head on a swivel as he continues to look after for James Black, and he's also got the A-list Austin Eric on his mind, who has been making his presence known lately. But here we go in this impromptu match, ladies and gentlemen. Mondo the Dragon gonna step up for a chance to take on the World Heavyweight Champion here tonight on Takedown, and we're gonna see just what the Dragon can do when it comes to facing one of the top talents here in 3-Dub here, the opening match of the night. And here we go with a drop kick from Mondo, who's not going to waste any time. Off the rope and a running senton onto the World Heavyweight Champion. Chris Harris, as he lays on his back, was not expecting to get the high-flying action and maneuverability from one Mondo the Dragon here on Thursday Night Takedown. But you got to be ready as the champion to take on any kind of competition. And there is a moonsault from the top rope. And Chris Harris got to get back on his feet and get his wind beneath his sails here, if you will. And look at this, Mondo the Dragon, impressive against the world champion here tonight in the opening match of Takedown. Of course, senior referee Jose Hernandez will be in attendance all evening. And a big clothesline from the champion, and there you go. That might just be what Chris Harris needs to turn this one around. Lord knows. Oh, and a big super kick right there. And did you see that? That put Mondo flat down on his back after a quick 360 from that super kick. And Chris Harris looking to take advantage. He does not want to go down to somebody like Mondo the Dragon at this state of the game and being champion. And look at this. Harris off the ropes looking for a big kick. And a nice roundhouse kick. Roundhouse heel kick there, once again putting Mondo on his back. As Chris is going to be looking to set up something big right here. And we could be looking for it right now, the roll of the dice. Roll of the dice from Chris Harris, and that could just be about curtains for Mondo the Dragon here in the opening match of Takedown. We got 2, and there's 3. Chris Harris relieving some frustration, relieving some stress, and dealing with all these issues from James Black regarding his own family, making things personal. Then, of course, you got superstars like Austin Eric nipping at the heels, as I mentioned. And, of course, even the bottom of the ladder wants a shot at the champion. And tonight, Mondo the Dragon just could not get it done under the heat and fire and frustration of your world heavyweight champion. It will be interesting to see what happens in the coming weeks as we lead on to the pay-per-view for Takedown. The first Takedown pay-per-view coming up in just a few weeks. But before we get there, ladies and gentlemen, tag team action and a rematch, if you will, from the first Takedown a couple of weeks ago. We are going to get Code Red of the Red Army against GPW, Jimmy Shadow, and Hunter Deal.
Listen, bitch.
if you recall what had happened at the conclusion of the match the last time these two faced off on Takedown. Of course, GPW with the big win over Code Red, but a little too much for Code Red with the sneak attacks after the match, showing that they were still not to be played with, and that cradle DDT right there on the big Hunter deal right out the gate from Prince Red shows that they are still not to be played with. A couple of swift kicks to the head, and now Prince Red in control already in the opening bouts of this one. You have to imagine here that Code Red is going to be doing everything they can to get the victory here tonight. They will not want to take another fall to GPW, especially with the #1 contendership on the line tonight. Of course, the winner, that meaning, will advance to face the Resistance. And now we're going to get a tag into Jimmy Shadow, going to make his first presence here tonight. And Prince Red quickly grabbing a hold of that momentum that he had with Hunter Deal, but a couple of elbows to the midsection going to allow Shadow to break away of the grasp, but not quick enough. Prince Red now guillotining Jimmy Shadow on that second rope. Of course, Prince Red, one of the biggest superstars contracted by 3Dub, over 7 foot tall, well over 300 pounds. Taking a quick enziguri right there as Jimmy Shadow going to try to capitalize here. A significant height and weight difference between Prince Red and Jimmy Shadow, and you would imagine, yes, there it is, the tag. Jimmy's going to want to get the bigger Hunter Deal in here. And look out. Nice suplex with the bridging pin, but not going to get any counts there. As Hunter Deal trying to grab this one. But still, Prince Red with the upper hand. And it could just as well be that height advantage or the determination to get that #1 contendership. Of course, always on the top of the list, right next to the championship. You gotta have the #1 contendership in order to get there. And one of these teams is going to walk away with that tonight here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And here we go. You would imagine we'd see this. Rose Red up to the apron, causing a little distraction. A nice suplex from Prince Red. And now whipping into the corner. Nice job of cutting the ring in half. Right here is Code Red. We're going to see Big Way with a nice kick to the face. And now look at this. Moonsault from Prince Red. And now Big Way going to try to carry that momentum in a back body drop by Hunter Deal. And now a tag back into Jimmy Shadow, a little bit more balanced, going up against Big Way here. You see the top rope guillotine. But again, Code Red, under these red lights, to make an impact here upon their return to 3Dub. They can do just that in this #1 contenders match. One back body drop there from Big Way. As you can see the frustration on the outside of the ring from Sandi Starz. Jimmy gets to the ropes there, trying to break the hold. Is Big Way going to try to pull Jimmy Shadow away, and then we're going to get a tag back into Prince Red. And again, you want to go back to that height and weight significant difference between these two gentlemen. And now look at this, Hunter Deal doing the right thing, tagging himself in. But here's Prince Red with the double leg takedown, and now going to work on Hunter Deal. Code Red has had the upper hand, I'd say about 90% of this match so far. King Red, the leader of the Red Army, somewhere abroad watching this match. Has to be happy with what he is seeing. And ladies and gentlemen, Jose Hernandez has been knocked down. He's quickly back up to his feet here. No shenanigans. And we're still in the corner of Code Red. Another tag. Going to see Big Way back into the mix. And look at this. Back to the kick and the knee again. We're going to see the moonsault push over by Big Way. And what a tag team maneuver right there by these two gentlemen. And a pinning attempt and a kick out. Excuse me, Jimmy Shadow able to slide in there and break up the pin. And Jose going to try to get a count on Prince Red once him out of the ring here. Force the two legal man, Hunter Deal and Big Way now going to work. And Hunter turning the hands just a bit. Going to get a tag into the a little bit more fresh partner, Jimmy Shadow. But once again, look at this. Both superstars going for a maneuver right there, both missing. But Jimmy Shadow has got Big Way in his grasp here. And a nice swift kick to the back into that spinal area. But now, Big Way, once again, like Code Red has done for the majority of this match, once again back on Code Red's side of the ring. Now Jimmy fighting with everything he can. Again, the #1 contendership on the line here, ladies and gentlemen. And a big European uppercut. Jimmy Shadow. You can see the energy that has been taken out of Hunter Deal over there. Again back into the corner, and Jimmy Shadow preventing himself from getting tagged out to Prince Red. And there's a chair from Rose Red, slides in a steel chair, and I'm not sure referee Jose Hernandez has seen that. And we got a double super kick, and I think Big Way just busted his head on that steel chair, inadvertently put in there from Rose Red. And what a tag team maneuver, and that could just as well turn things around here for GPW. Hunter Deal going to work on Prince Red. That steel chair still in the ring. And now look out, wait a second. Lance Hagen and now you're rowing on the other side with Jimmy Shadow. Pride and Glory in a big DDT. Pride and Glory out here attacking both teams. Referee Jose Hernandez is yet to catch on to what's going on out here, but Rose Red has, and she's going to try to stop the big man, but it's not going to happen. A big choke slam neck breaker on Big Way, and now inside the ring, and you're rolling, grabbing the foot of Prince Red, and now the referee catching on. And now look at this, all hell breaking loose here, ladies and gentlemen, and this #1 contenders match is just called off. This tag team #1 contenders match has just been called off by the referee, considering the chaos outside. And now wait a second, here's the GM, Matt 8-Star, interrupting things out here before they get out of hand, and Pride and Glory trying to get out of here. Matt 8-Star, the GM. And now look at this. A triple threat #1 contenders match at Blackout. GPW, Pride and Glory, Code Red. Oh man, and then the very next night at Soul Survivor, Resistance will defend their titles against whoever wins at Blackout. What a big announcement here by the GM, Matt 8-Star. What a way to put things to an end here before they got carried away. Matt 8-Star with a huge announcement. And ladies and gentlemen, speaking of that Blackout again, triple threat, Code Red, Pride and Glory, and GPW for the #1 contendership to the tag titles, and much, much more, ladies and gentlemen. Takedown's first branded pay-per-view, Blackout in just 2 weeks. But here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we must continue with the action. In this non-title match, as Azrael Victor, the former European champion, is going to get a chance to face the current champion, Justin, the living legend, here tonight on Takedown. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Azrael Victor and the living legend. European title picture, of course, non-title as I mentioned. Both of these superstars have had their fair of gold around their waists. Azrael Victor, of course, former European champion, former tag team champion. Living legend, former grand champion, former world heavyweight champion, and the current European champion was not happy about coming to the States for this match. And look at that, he's going to show the American people just how much respect he has for them. I'm not sure the living legend understands the state of mind he is in, but I know that concussion that he received a few months ago back at the big event definitely carried on. Living legend in some way, that is for sure. And Azrael Victor looking rather impressive here, ladies and gentlemen, as we are going to get a count from Jose Hernandez now at 3 as these two battle it outside the ring, and a big knee from the champion. Azrael blocking the suplex, giving the living legend a suplex of his own. As the count continues here, these two superstars outside the ring. Nice neck breaker down onto that thin mat above the concrete. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have to speak of it. I do almost every show. How that pad is not as thick as you may think and is just pretty much just slamming your opponent down on concrete. Now the count broken. These superstars back in the ring, and a huge belly-to-belly overhead style from the European champion. Going to result in a pinning attempt with a 1-count kick out from Azrael Victor. He's going to stay alive in this one, and now a couple of high kicks there from the champ. Into the corner with an impressive drop kick there. Azrael Victor got Legend on his feet, but he's going to catch a kick to the midsection, and now a drop kick of his own from the living legend. The action continues to go back and forth in this one, and now look at this. Look at this submission maneuver right here. Victor gonna get his way out of it though. Now look at this, dragging him closer to the corner, but what are we looking for here? Wrist lock arm drag. Elevated by the leg, of course. Now Azrael Victor trying to gather the momentum here, and a big head smack and a drop kick to the back once again. You remember back Azrael Victor losing that European Championship back at the big event to Shandor. Sandor carrying it for a few weeks before he lost it to the living legend at Gold Rush. Of course, if you remember, 2 weeks ago they had that rematch. Sandor Cool had his rematch, but there was a double count out. Never officially ended on correct terms, on official terms there is. Here we go with a pinning attempt. A 2-count kick out that time. The question of Sandor, if he still has a rematch or not, is still lingering in the air, but Azrael Victor made his presence known last week. Attacking on the outside, and there's Sandor Cool right there watching this one. And he's rather happy that Azrael Victor taking the upper hand here. As I was just about to mention last week, Azrael spearing the living legend outside of the ring, letting him know that he was still on the hunt for that European Championship. But the look that he gave Sandor ensured that he definitely had Sandor on the radar as well. And now, with that reverse DDT right there, we could be looking at something big here from Azrael, the rolling unprettier. And now, excuse me, a pinning attempt. 1, 2, and 3. There it is. Azrael with a huge upset victory over the champion here tonight on Takedown. Azrael claiming his spot. And now that leaves an even bigger question mark for the European title picture. Who is going to step up next? Is Azrael going to get his shot at the title, or will Sandor Cool somehow get another authorized rematch? Still unknown at this point, but as we know right now, Azrael Victor, huge victory tonight. And of course, there's Sandor Cool looking on. He probably feels some way about that victory for Azrael Victor. He's got to get geared up for his match a little bit later tonight, but congratulations to Azrael Victor here. Impressive win for the European champion, but here we go. Switching gears, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of number one contender, here comes the number one contender for the 3-Dub Women's Championship. This title picture somewhat similar to the European Championship in the sense that there's a big question mark as to who is going to step up next to become the contender in the next title match. Is it going to be Sandi Starz, who has rightfully won the number one contendership back at Gold Rush? Or will it be Queen Fiona, the Dragon Queen, who, of course, is due a rematch after losing the title upon that guaranteed money cash-in from Dominique Shine, also back at Gold Rush? That question as well still looms. I'm sure we will get an answer as soon as we can, but right now, Sandi Starz has returned. She is back from filming her latest movie, and what does she have to say about her number one contender match for the title? Oh boy, that's one way to rub the crowd wrong right there. This is a beautiful city, if you ask me. I did a lot of shopping and had some amazing South American food. It was a lovely, lovely day on the town the other day, but apparently Sandi Starz not in the same frame of mind as me when it comes to enjoying the city here in New Mexico, of Albuquerque. Those are big words from Sandi right there. Pretty sure she didn't crumble under the pressure at Gold Rush when she cashed in her guaranteed money. Oh boy, Sandi with a little bit of edge to her as of lately, ever since she really joined GPW, and man, she had some work. Wait a second, here comes the champion, ladies and gentlemen. Dominique Shine. Look at that custom championship belt. Shining just like she does. And here she comes down to the ring, and Sandi Starz awaiting the arrival of the champion. Here she comes. Oh, wait a second. Tia Tonga once again from behind. And there's that big right hand from Tia, from Heel Money. My God, what a way to set up Sandi Starz. Dominique Shine coming to the ring, but it was only a setup, and now tossing the number one contender out the ring. It was just a setup, ladies and gentlemen, for Tia Tonga once again to lay her hands on Sandi Starz. And the trickery continues from Dominique Shine, continuing to one-up her competitors. She has proven to be ready for Sandi Starz. Is she ready for is Dominique ready for the Dragon Queen? We will see. And ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to move on here. Big match, former heavyweight champion James Davis going up against former Forged in Pain member Caleb Shaw. What a faction Bearded Revival has become here in 3-Dub. Former tag team champions, and all three individually well-decorated single stars. Of course, emerging from the original Vintage Revival faction, once ran by Hall of Fame Matt 8th Star. That superstar right there, James Davis, former World Heavyweight Champion, ran alongside 8th Star in the Vintage Revival, now carried over here with Brandon Fireheart and Ryan Beardjaw in Bearded Revival. That's what makes this contest so interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Not only are these two big powerhouse individuals, but they're both big-time stable superstars. Of course, Caleb Shaw, as I mentioned, coming from Forged in Pain, running alongside members like Cold Shields and Devil Dog Hartford. Definitely trying to make his own comeuppance here in 3-Dub. He's been here for quite some time, but dealing with several issues within Forged in Pain. But now that he has broken out on his own, looking to step up and put some names under the list, under his belt. And now the count up to 5 as Ryan Beardjaw and Brandon Fireheart look on as James Davis just lays into Caleb Shaw here. Once again, dipping him into the ring. Into the crowd, and now we pour back into the ring. Ooh, nice roundhouse kick from Shaw. Could change things around here. Going for the single crab submission. Is this enough for the former world champion? No, it's not. If you recall back to last Thursday night takedown 2 weeks ago, Ryan Beardjaw against Caleb Shaw. Ooh, big DDT right there, middle of the ring. Caleb Shaw, of course, last takedown with that big victory over Beardjaw. And after the match, he was going to take to it with a steel chair and try to attack Beardjaw, but Fireheart come running into the ring to his rescue. Fireheart made the statement over social media over these past few days, warning Caleb Shaw to not try such antics tonight with James Davis. He's going to be watching closely, and look at this. Driving James Davis into the mat. Caleb Shaw now going for a pinning attempt right there in front of Fireheart, but only going to get the 1 count kick out. Two big powerhouses, as I mentioned. Nice shoulder block clothesline there from James Davis. Momentum swaying back and forth in this one. I would say that James Davis, with having that former World Heavyweight Championship under his belt, into the turnbuckle there. Nice power slam. But not just being a former heavyweight champion, but having these two legendary, arguably former 3-Dub Hall of Fame superstars, Fireheart and Beardjaw at ringside, gives him the advantage. But look at this lung blower maneuver there from Shaw. Got to take a lot out of James Davis, and now driving that knee down into the jaw. As Caleb Shaw now looking to possibly put a nail in this one. Now James Davis catching the punch there. Nice jab to the midsection. Nice sidewalk slam. Vintage James Davis right there on Caleb Shaw. And now he's going to be looking for something big here. It's got to be the gourd buster. It's got to be the big spear. Oh no. Reversed into a DDT from Shaw. And that could change things quite a bit here, ladies and gentlemen. Double underhook. Up and down. Caleb Shaw, huge maneuver, 2, and a kick out from James Davis. Caleb Shaw thought that was everything right there, and it just very well could have been. But the fortitude of James Davis kept him in the match. But here we go, rolling unprettier. There it is, connectivity, and now Caleb Shaw, 2. Once again, there's the 3. Caleb Shaw with the victory. Another victory over Bearded Revival here tonight against James Davis. Impressive showing for Caleb Shaw, who continues to climb the ladder here in 3-dub. Looking mighty impressive here on the Takedown brand. Got a commotion at ringside. Shaw looking down, he looks like... Oh, wait a second, here comes Fireheart into the ring. And now Shaw gonna back down a bit. I think the intelligence gets the better end of this one. 3 against 1 is not gonna fare out well. And Shaw gonna take his victory and head on here tonight, and that's a smart decision. We're moving on here once again, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Ace, Sandor Cool, right here on Thursday Night Takedown. The words exchanged on social media, this one right here, ladies and gentlemen, going to be a rather respectful match. These two up-and-comers here in 3-Dub looking to showcase their talents against one another. Of course, Nora at ringside for Sandor Cool. Nice single arm neckbreaker right there from Tyler Ace, but the jawbreaker followed up by a clothesline from the former European champion. You gotta wonder what's going through the mind of Sandor Cool after watching on that match earlier this evening with the legend losing to Azrael Victor. Nice cartwheel right there. Impressive maneuver from the ever so impressive, I keep saying impressive, but it's the only word that comes to mind when you think of the ability and the talent from somebody like Tyler Ace. Definitely wanting to prove his worth here in 3-Dub, and as mentioned on social media, this could be the chance for him to step up and maybe put his name in the hat in the European title picture. Going for a pin there, but not getting any counts. Tyler Ace gonna do what he can, as I said, to get into this European title picture, but as you can imagine, the competition is fierce right now for the belt. Of course, being held by Living Legend, but he just fell earlier, but here's a pinning attempt. 1 count kick out for Tyler Ace. As I was saying, Living Legend taking the fall earlier. Sandor Cool with a double count out on his rematch. Unsure if that is his official rematch or if he's going to get another attempt at that. And then, of course, Azrael Victor with a win tonight over the champ. Former champion looking to get the title back. Just a tornado of competition in the European title picture. And now look at this, Sandor Cool to the top rope as Tyler Ace seated outside with the 2 count, going on 3. Sandor Cool going to second guess himself. Tyler Ace back in the ring here. Now, pump handle Falcon Arrow. Impressive show of strength right there with athletic ability nonetheless. Tyler Ace showing that he is quite possibly everything all together in the small package there, and a nice takedown right there, but only a 1 count kick out. Now to the top rope, going to showcase more of that athletic ability with a diving elbow drop to the back of Sandor Cool, who was trying to get to his feet. And now Sandor, guillotine over the top rope, doing everything he can to try to stay in this one. And look out. Double underhook suplex right there. Now Ace going to work on Sandor with the feet, kicking in the ribs and the side of the face. And I can only imagine that he's now going to work on the shoulders. Oh, knee into the back. Oh, look out. Another pinning attempt right here. And a close call. We're going to see Nora to the apron. Going to distract Jose Hernandez right there. And if you were counting along with me, that was a 3 count. And Tyler Ace should have won this one, ladies and gentlemen. But Nora once again doing what she can to help out Sandor Cool in a time of desperation. Nonetheless, the match continues here now. A couple of shoulder blocks from Sandor. Now up and over. No, wait a second. Sandor to the top rope. Double axe handle. And now Sandor trying to get this crowd hype here in New Mexico tonight. But Tyler Ace resilient enough with a Hurricane Rana now. An armbar submission, but close enough to the ropes is Sandor Cool. And here we go once again to the top rope. Tyler Ace, oh no, looking for the moonsault, but Sandor got his knees up. Sandor got his knees up. And that can't feel good on Tyler Ace. Russian leg sweep. Sandor trying to turn the tides here. And what are we looking at here off the ropes? Big knee, neck breaker from the former European champion. Slowly tipping the scales here. And now going for a pinning attempt. And could this be enough to put away Tyler Ace? 2, and a kick out. Tyler Ace showing that he still has enough conscience here to kick out at 2, or was that just pure instinct? I'm not sure, but look at this. Big maneuver. Sandor Cool looking for the pin, looking to put away Ace here, and another kick out. Another kick out. After the grand finale. And now look at this. Sandor Cool modified knee breaker there. Trying to pull everything out of the book here. And now Tyler Ace with a back elbow. Trying to get back into this one. And now look at the Hurricane Rana. Going for a pin. Quick pin here. 1, 2, and another kick out here from Sandor Cool. Staying alive. Oh, look out. Not sure what that was all about there, but that could have cost Tyler Ace with the misjudgment and timing there. And now Sandor Cool missing there in the corner and rolling out of the ring there with a veteran maneuver. Going to try to get some words of encouragement from Nora. Always looking to help Sandor, guide Sandor into the right direction. That is what she did back in the big event as she helped him win that European Championship. And now Sandor, get your hand down and get to work. Catering to this crowd, trying to get cheers from this crowd. And it's just wasting time, allowing Tyler Ace to get back on his feet and change the momentum one more time here. And now look at this. Leg lock leg lock chokehold. Continuing. Driving the calf into the throat of Sandor Cool and flipping him over here. I believe that's the 4th time, and finally Sandor getting his foot on the ropes, breaking the hold there. Shoulder block. You gotta look at Sandor gasping for air. Still trying to gasp for air as he's pulling anything he can. The tilt-a-whirl neckbreaker. Still gasping for air as Sandor Cool after that excruciating leg lock chokehold. But now Sandor looks to have his wits about him. Back in it, another spear from Sandor Cool. 2, and a kick out once again. And Sandor's beside himself. He thought the spear was going to be it. Sandor Cool thought the spear was going to be it for Tyler Ace. But it wasn't enough, and we could be looking for the grand finale here once again. Yes! And busting open Tyler Ace in the process. And there's Nora telling him to push him to the middle of the ring to prevent the rope break. And here we go. 1, 2, he can't reach the ropes. There's 3. Sandor Cool with the win. Tyler Ace digging deep, trying his damnedest to reach that bottom rope. And I'm not sure if Nora was grabbing hold of it. I couldn't see from way back here, but nonetheless, Tyler couldn't get to the rope. And there it is, the grand finale was enough to put Tyler away and give Sandor Cool the victory here tonight on Takedown. A well-deserved and well-needed victory for Sandor Cool to get himself back into the European title picture. Now the question mark is even bigger. Sandor Cool obviously still deserving of a shot. Azrael Victor obviously deserving of a shot. Your questions, your guesses are as good as mine when it comes to that championship title. But nonetheless, great win here tonight for Shandor. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we have the former international champion, Austin Eric, making his way to the ring. Scheduled promo here tonight. 2 weeks ago on Takedown, if you take a second to reflect, Austin Eric not able to go over Russell franchise and win back the international championship back at Gold Rush. And 2 weeks ago on Takedown, Austin Eric expressed his want and need to move on to the World Heavyweight Championship, a title that has eluded him so far his entire career, and he thinks it is time that he steps up and gets a shot. Last week he made it clear to Chris Harris that he was going to be the one to step up, but of course we've been seeing Chris Harris and James Black with their tension and their issues. So where does Austin Eric lay in between James Black and Chris Harris? Well, maybe we find out here tonight. Austin Eric with the microphone. We're going to see what he has to say here, ladies and gentlemen. What is Eric talking about? An embarrassment. I think Chris has been a wonderful world champion. Beating Corey Heck for the title. Listen to Austin. Would he defend his title every night? I don't think so. Mondo is an excellent talent. I'm not sure Austin's going up against him. Boy, big words from the former international champion. Oh, wait a second. That's Suicide Sheep's music. What is he doing? Austin Eric just as confused as I am. And there goes the lights. What the hell is Sheep doing? He did express on social media earlier this week his frustrations about not being booked on the card after impressive performances not only at Gold Rush but on Takedown 2 weeks ago. The crowd here in Albuquerque still unsure what to think of the Sheep. He's going to stand out here and what he's doing. Look at Eric. Eric backing up here. And here comes the Sheep. Wait, look out. What is he doing? Austin Eric. Look at Austin. Not wanting to take any chances here with the deranged Suicide Sheep. And now look out. Double knee takedown to Austin Eric. What is the Sheep doing? What's going on in the mind of the Sheep? Coming out here, interrupting Austin Eric and now attacking him for whatever reason. A couple of European uppercuts and now look out, kick to the midsection. Austin Eric, a big boot taking down the Sheep. And now Austin's going to hightail it out of here, and I don't blame him. Suicide Sheep, the deranged individual, coming out here and attacking Austin Eric for whatever reason. Austin hightailing it out of here, wants nothing to do with the Sheep. And now, what is he doing with Jose? What was Jose? Look out, come on. Hurricane Rana to Jose Hernandez. He didn't do anything, Sheep. He didn't deserve that. Well, Jose, luckily, getting back to his feet, but he's obviously not happy, and I'm sure Suicide Sheep gonna catch a fine for that one. But what is he doing? What is he doing now with those steel steps? What the hell is Sheep doing? Jose Hernandez yelling at Suicide Sheep, telling him to get out from ringside. The officials are going to be coming down soon, and look at the frustration from Sheep. He just wants to fight somebody, I think. And now he's tearing apart the house here tonight. He just wants to fight. He's got a bat hitting that steel steps. And now, what is he doing? Why is he walking up this way? With the... Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not taking any chances over here. Suicide Sheep, what the hell? Just tearing apart our announce table. Kicking our... There goes your iPad. What the hell has gotten into Sheep? I'm not sure, but I'm not taking any chances near this guy. Finally, leaving ringside, you can see the carnage that Sheep... I think he just wants to fight somebody, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure what that was all about, but regardless here, we have to move on. Remy, Shandor, Chino, Gambino, one-on-one action here tonight on Takedown. I gotta get back up into my chair here. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. After A bizarre turn of events there from the deranged suicide sheep tearing apart the house here. We're all back together. And we are in the ring with Remy and Chino now. There you see Chris Harris at ringside along with Cruella, and the House of Spades are in the building tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Chino Gambino unaffected by any of that. Looking to take down Remy here tonight, but look at this nice suplex there from Remy. He's got a hold of Chino, not letting go. There he goes. Oh, look out. Looking for the neck breaker. Not going to connect, though. And Chino, once again, getting manhandled by Remy, and now into the sleeper hold. But now look at this. Now into a headlock of his own is Chino. Chris Harris at ringside. Gonna keep his eyes open for Remy Shandor as well as Cruella. No funny business here tonight. Chris mentioned earlier he is expecting Black to be in the building, but he wasn't nowhere near a match with Chris Harris and Mondo. Maybe he's not here. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen James Black in probably 3 or 4 days, actually. Ooh, and Remy going for another neck breaker, not connecting there. And another missed opportunity with a clothesline right there. Now Chino taking advantage. And now look at this, Chino begging for more. Here we go. Former United States champion. There it is. Big back body drop on Remy. And now look at Chino taking a rest here, trying to gather himself here. And now back to the action with Remy. And now look at this. And that's what you get for taking your time. I mention it every single time somebody does it, or at least just about. Remy turning things around here. One thing that's got to be in the back of the mind of Remy is, of course, the return of his former tag team partner, Vlad Michaels, has yet to return during production hours, but he has made his presence and is letting Remy know, and the rest of the House of Spades for that matter, that Vlad is back and will be making his presence at any point. So you got to think Remy, in the back of his mind, could be thinking that Vlad could be showing up here tonight, and I think that's one reason why the House of Spades is ringside. I mentioned how they don't need one another to win matches, but it is always nice to have those numbers, especially when you got guys like Vlad Michaels and James Black on the heels of your faction. And now look at this, a roll up into a triangle lock. Can Remy get the submission here? Chino trying to work his way out, and he does. Now look at this, big suplex, double underhook from Chino Gambino. And now look at this in the corner. Could be looking for that spear. Could it be? Could this be it? Could it be enough to put down Remy? Here we go. Chino, big spear, taking out Remy, and that's got to be it. We could be looking at the jackhammer to put this one away, and you can see the look of confusion, the look of frustration still on Chris Harris. And now Remy dumped outside from Chino, and now look at this. Chino now stepping up to the world champion. Oh, now look out! James Black! James Black! A big boot to Remy! And the ref doesn't see it. Chris Harris doesn't see it. He's distracted by Chino. Big super click. James Black! James Black at ringside, handling Remy. And Chino distracting the world champion. He doesn't see James Black. Jose Hernandez doesn't see James Black. And now back in the ring is Remy and Chino. Chino's got to turn around. Chris Harris sees him. Chris Harris sees Black. He's going after him. Chris is going after Black. And now we're going to see the jackhammer for Chino. And I think this is about it for Remy. And Black gets away. Chris Harris couldn't catch up to him quick enough. But James Black in the building, attacking Remy. There's a 2 count and 3. Putting Remy away is Chino. But thanks to James Black, I think all the questions have been answered right here tonight. James Black obviously targeting the House of Spades, and he is showing Chris Harris that, yeah, he might be a loose cannon, and he might be one to not trust, but he is going to be there every single time that you call him out. Making up for the no-show. Making up for the no-show earlier today. Man, oh man, James Black. But ladies and gentlemen, as mentioned on social media, I gotta go ahead and say, Rebellion will be making its way to 3Dub Airways as soon as it can. We are in the process of production and should be done in a couple of days. But production for the very first week of Rebellion that was missed and delayed will be coming to you within the next week. And we should be back on schedule the week after. But ladies and gentlemen, that leads me, we mentioned Blackout, the Takedown pay-per-view earlier tonight, but right now we are mentioning the Rebellion pay-per-view looking to take place in just 2.5 weeks. Soul Survivor. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a brand new pay-per-view coming to 3Dub. Soul Survivor will have a main event of an elimination chamber that will give the winner a Soul Survivor briefcase, which will be very similar to Guaranteed Money, and more information coming on that a little bit later this week. But be tuned for Soul Survivor for the Rebellion brand just a couple of weeks. But ladies and gentlemen, the main event tonight, Will King will get his opportunity at the International Championship if he can beat Yokuza tonight in a kendo stick match.
Infiltrated their fortress, kidnapped the queen, rode away on white horses. Name me king. Name me king. Brick by brick, I built my fortress. My queen beautiful, Lamborghini is gorgeous. Phantom in the courtyard, 400 horses. Growl make the towers fall. 9/11.
We have never had a kendo stick match here. Wait a second. There's Yokuza. He's got a kendo stick, and we're starting things off quick here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a no-holds-barred style match. The bell has rung, and Yokuza with a kendo stick during Will King's entrance, taking him out. And you gotta think that this is the Mastermind franchise's idea to get Yokuza out here and attack Will King from behind. But ladies and gentlemen, this match is underway, and Will King attacked by a kendo stick from Yokuza right away on the entrance ramp here. And here we go. Will King with everything on the line here, ladies and gentlemen, and he has to go through Yokuza, who has not had a match in 3Dub on his own, without franchise, that is. But look at the physique of this Yokuza. With his martial arts background and his physical ability to manhandle. And look at this, speaking of manhandle, the Scoop Falcon Arrow Slam on somebody like Will King, who was 6'8", 275 pounds, if not more. Just manhandling in there on that steel part of the entrance ramp. And now Will King trying to get his wits about him here and get into the game. He has to win this match, ladies and gentlemen, in order to get that #1 contendership for the International Championship. And I'm not sure he's going to be able to do it with Yokuza and all the tricks up his sleeve tonight. And there's another kendo stick to the face. Yokuza continuing the beatdown with these kendo sticks. And that is the name of the game here tonight. That is the stipulation in this match. Kendo sticks, and now look at the big spear from Will King, trying to turn things around. Quick pin, 1 count kick out from Yokuza. But Will King trying to stay on top here, and he has to. And now Will King has the kendo stick. There it is, across the head, across the skull of Yokuza. And boy, oh boy, have the tides changed here. Will King with the kendo stick in the main event here, and now look out. Yokuza toe kick to the forehead of Will King, and now look out, another kick attempt, missing. Clubbing blow from Will King across the back of Yokuza in the corner, now missed with the spear. And now over the top rope with the clothesline and the action, ladies and gentlemen, back and forth in this one, and I was expecting it too. Yokuza, one hell of a physical athlete, yet to show his talents here in 3-dub, but I'm telling you right now, the video footage I've seen and everything I've heard, look at him, taunting Will King, but everything I've heard from franchise, this man right here could be a world champion one day. At least those are words from franchise himself, but Will King nonetheless, everything on the line, wants to prove himself here in Worldwide Wrestling, and what other way of doing it. Now we are working our way deep into the crowd here, over to where all this equipment and tools and trash cans and all this stuff is for these superstars' use. And now look out, backbreaker. Yokuza eyeballing another kendo stick here. And now look out, big clothesline from Will King. Putting down Yokuza, and Will King trying to capitalize. Gonna look for a power bomb out here on the concrete. No, wait a second. Turning to the table and through the table. Power bomb through the table. Will King on Yokuza. And now, if anything has changed the momentum in this one, it's gotta be that right there, ladies and gentlemen. Yokuza barely moving. And now Will King with the kendo stick. Once again, I can't believe Yokuza's moving after that huge power bomb through the table onto the concrete out here. And now look out. Yokuza, a couple clubbing blows. And now sending Will King down. Yokuza, man oh man, the action back and forth in this one. I don't know who's going to come out on top. Yokuza just went through a table, but now he just clotheslined Will King into that steel barricade, who doesn't look to be moving at the moment. And Yokuza going to make his way back to the ring. Going to take a little breather, if you will. Back in the ring, going to wait for Will King here to bring the action back in close to the ref. Maybe looking to get a pinning attempt. This is a kendo stick match. Oh, now look out! Is that Bobby Wade? What the hell is Bobby Wade doing here? He's got the kendo stick and he's unloading on Yokuza. Bobby Wade unloading with the kendo stick on Yokuza. Jose Hernandez looking on, and this is perfectly legal, ladies and gentlemen. And now Will King back to his feet. He's making his way back to the ring, and he's got to wonder what Bobby Wade's doing out here. But he's looking for a big spear on Yokuza, and man, oh man, that's got to be enough. Will King just needs to get back in the ring here, ladies and gentlemen. Bobby Wade taking out Yokuza, and he's leaving the arena. And here comes Will King back into the ring for a shaking Yokuza, now kicking him back down. Yokuza trying to fight back here, but Will King taking advantage of this attack from Bobby Wade, and I'm still beside myself. I'm not sure what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen. But Yokuza definitely feeling the effects of that unprecedented attack from the kendo stick from Bobby Wade. Oh no, wait a second. Bobby Wade back in gorilla position. He just told management back in gorilla position. Now the kendo stick across the forehead. But ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Wade has just joined Heel Money, and he was helping Will King here tonight get the win so he can advance to the International Championship match. And now here we go. DDT on the kendo stick, busting Yokuza wide open. That's gotta be it. 2 count, and there's 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Will King will advance to Blackout to face Russell franchise for the International Championship. And man, oh man, heel money keeps getting bigger day by day. First, Tia Tonga back at Gold Rush. And man, that was a huge power bomb through the table there. But man, now Bobby Wade joining heel money here, helping Will King get the win. And there it was, the envelope sealer. The big double underhook DDT on that kendo stick, busting Yokuza wide open and allowing Will King to get the 3 count. And there is your number 1 contender for the International Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, what a huge night it has been here on Thursday Night Takedown. And what a victory for Will King. But I am Dewey Danielson, ladies and gentlemen, and I am signing out for a wonderful Thursday Night Takedown here. And we got to look forward to Rebellion, which will be here in the next few days. Be on the lookout. And of course, Rebellion regularly scheduled for next Thursday is still scheduled to happen, although it may be Friday, but those still be on the lookout for it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm signing out. Thanks for attending tonight. See you on Rebellion. Have a great night.